Hello everyone, welcome back to bookmas. So in today's video I'm going to be doing my 25 books of 2025 TBR. This was very hard because I didn't complete this year's TBR, so I wanted to kind of go easy on myself and pick books that I knew that I would get to or continue in the series. So there's not that many books that are starting a series, but then again there quite is actually. Wait, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 series that I'll hopefully be starting in 2025, but there's quite a lot that is also in the other series, so it's kind of like okay, you know. And there's also releases that I want to get to. There's not that many, there's like 5. And the reason for that is because this year I didn't get many releases that came out I wanted to, but I just didn't have the money to get them, and my TBR is so big that I'm so overwhelmed, so I want to get through my TBR before I get new books. And these releases are series that I'm up to date with, or I'm loving the series and I'm kind of like, I'm not that far behind, if that makes sense, in the series. Let's start with the releases. So first is Onyx Storm, the 3rd book in, I actually don't know what the series is. I just call it the 4th Wing series, but it's not called the 4th Wing series. What is it called? The Emperine series. I don't say it. The Emperine series. So the 3rd book in that, and it's literally my favourite series. It's my favourite book ever. So I'm excited for the 3rd one, and that comes out January the 21st, so not that long at all, and I'm so excited. The next release is Fearless. This is the 3rd book in the Powerless series, also one of my favourite series. I know that not many people liked Reckless, but I loved it. I think that book needs to happen, and I'm with Lauren Roberts with that. And she even said that it's a filter and not everyone is going to like it, but it needs to happen, and I agree. So I love that series. So I'm excited for Fearless and how Reckless ended. I'm so excited, but I'm so nervous. And I know this is the last one, so yeah. And that comes out April the 8th. I'm excited, but I'm nervous. And to the next book is Synth and Sparrow. This is the Butcher and Blackbird series, the 3rd book. I haven't read the 2nd one yet, but I've read the 1st one. It comes out the February the 11th, so I'm hoping by then that I would have read Leather and Lark. The next book is Rewind It Back. This is the, oh my god, 5th book? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5th book in the Windy City series. I actually love this series. I didn't think I would love it so much, but actually I really do. I've loved every character so far. My favourite right now is Ryan Shea, and the one that I'm up to is Caught Up. I need to read that one, play along, and then Rewind It Back comes out April the 24th. So I'm hoping by then that I would have caught up so I can go straight into that book. But for right now, Ryan Shea is my favourite. I love him. That's all I've got to say. On to the next release is Burn of the Everflame by Penn Cole, and this doesn't have a release date. It keeps on getting pushed back, so I don't know when it's going to release. I've heard it's releasing 2026, but in case it does come out in 2025, I put it on here. I'm excited for this book. I loved this series at the time, but I can't remember anything because I read it back to back, so I can't remember anything about it except for like the 1st book. But I've got the 1st book in physical, so I want to reread it and hopefully take my time with the series, and by then hopefully the 4th one is out. So yeah, onto my physical TBR and the books that I haven't got and I'm going to buy. The 1st book is King of Pride by Anna Ung. This is the Kings of Sin series, and this is the 2nd one, and I need to get up to date with this series, so I thought that I'll put it on here. I'm so behind, so I think this will give me a push to continue the series, but I've also forgot what the 1st one is about. I don't know if to go back and read that and then go on to this and get the other ones gradually. So yeah, that's the reason why this is on it, because I need a push to continue the series. Because I've heard actually really good things about the series, and I think I gave the first one 4 stars, so yeah. On to the next book is The Throne of Broken Gods. This is the second book to the Book of Azrael. I just read that book, so I thought that I'd put this on here to push me to read it, and I think I'm going to read it pretty soon. Not anytime like this year, obviously, because it's on the 2025 TBR, but maybe like first week of January or something, because I'm really excited. I'm trying to push myself not to read it yet, because I want to take my time with this series, and I've heard really good things about the series and how the Book of Azrael ended. I'm very excited to see where it goes, and yeah, I'm excited. The next book is Play With Me by Becca Mack. This is the second book from Consider Me, and I think I gave that 4.25 stars. And I've heard this one is most popular liked in the series, or Unravel Me. I think this is the most liked in the series, and I keep on picking it up. I read like a page or two, then I put it down. So I am open from point on 2025 TBR that it pushed me to read it and continue the series, because I enjoyed the first one and I'm excited to see where this one goes, and I kind of want to get into Unravel Me because I've heard it's a single dad or single parent, I think, so I'm excited for that. And then also the fourth one just came out, I forgot what it's called, so yeah, I need to get moving with this series so that I can finish it and get into another series. The next book is Love and Other Words. I've heard really good things about this, like really, really good things, and I know it's sad. It's one of Christina Lauren's popular books, so I want to get on to the hype of reading it, and I keep on putting on my monthly TBRs, like I keep on getting it on my monthly TBRs, but I never get to it. So I'm open to get to it in 2025, and I'm hoping this will push me to read it. The next book is Guild by Raven Kennedy. I've heard mixed things about this, but mostly good, and I know it's pretty big series. Not pretty big, not like Front of Glass. I think there's like 6-7 books. I could be wrong. Let's double check that. Oh no, there is 6 books. One just came out, Goldfinch. So I kind of want to get on the hype of this series. I've had it for a really long time, so I think it's time to read the series and see if I like it, and if I like it I can carry on with this season. If I don't, then I don't, and I can move on to another series. So I'm hoping, again, put it on my 2025 TBR, that I will start it and we can continue it or not. And the next book is A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair. I have read another series from her. It's called, what is it called? King of Battle and Blood, and I really enjoyed that series. So again, I've had this book for a really long time, and this is Aids and Persephone saga, and there's like, how many books in this? It's also connected to AIDS saga, and I've also got that book, A Game of Fate. So again, I just want to start this series because I've had it for a really long time, and I just think it's ready to get to books that I've already got on my TBR and see if I like them, and if I don't, I can get rid of them, and if I do, I can carry on the series. But this is a pretty big series because it's connected to A Game of Fate. So yeah, and I'm also liking Aidan Persephone's books. I read what's it called, Neon Gods, and I really enjoyed that, so I'm hoping to get to this. The next book is Legacy by Stephanie Garber. This is the Caraval series. This is the second book, and again, I just need a push to read this. This was on my full TBR. I've had it a lot of times on my monthly TBRs, and I've never picked it up, obviously, so I just need a push to continue this series. I really enjoyed this series, and I really enjoyed writing, so I just want to continue the series, and it's also a series down because I've only got this one and then Finale. I think there's Spectre that just came out, but I think it's like a connected series, I think. I'm not sure, I haven't looked into it. But yeah, I'm hoping putting it on my 2025 TBR will push me to continue the series. The next book is Crave by Tracy Wolf. This is quite like Twilight, and I've got the second book, so I thought that I should start it, and if I like it I can go on to the second one and I can continue it, and if I don't like it then I can get rid of the books. But yeah, I've heard it's like Twilight, there's vampires in it, and that's all I pretty much know. So again, excited for this series. The next book is Outlander, and I've actually read like maybe not even half but like some of this, and it got so like complicated in my head. Even though I watched the TV show, it just got so complicated in my head. Then I tried the audio and I just couldn't carry on with the audio, so I put it down and never picked it back up. So I'm hoping in 2025 that I can get to the series, because it's a pretty big series. Like right now I think there's like 12 books. They double check that. I've got the first 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I've got the first 8 books. I think there's 12 out right now. No, there isn't. I think there was. And there's 9, but there's also novellas. So I think there is about 12 if you count the novellas. So I'm going to have to get them as well. But first, I just want to start the series and get a move on. And again, if I don't like it, I'll just get rid of the books, even though there's quite a lot. But if I do enjoy it, then I'll carry on. And I really do think I'll enjoy it. It's just getting past the writing, and not saying that the writing is bad. It's so like, takes your brain power. So yeah. But again, I'm excited for the series because I love the TV show. So the next book is Things We Left Behind by Lucy Score. This is the 3rd book in Knockerman series, and I put this on my 2025 TBR to give me a push to read it, because I did pick it up and I started to annotate it. Then I watched Destiny's Sidwell's video of her reading it, and she didn't like it, so that influenced me not to pick it up again, which is kind of bad. I shouldn't do that. That kind of got me not to pick it up, and same with when I watched a lot of other reviews of this book. It just stopped me from picking it up. I'm hoping me putting on my 2025 TBR will push me to read it, and then that's a series down. And I love this series, especially the first one, so yeah, I'm hoping it will push me to read this book. The next book is The Things We Leave Unfinished by Rebecca Yarros. I'm very slowly going through her romance books. I thought I would put one on my 2025 TBR to push me to read books. And I love her writing. I read Great and Precious Things, and that was a 5 stars. I absolutely love it. And literally all of the books that I read so far, I think Iron Flame was 5 stars. So far, all the books that I read, I've been 5 stars, and I've also heard that this is really sad. Same with The Last Letter. The next book is Wild Love by Alice Silver. I'm open to get to this in 2025. I really am. I just need to read O+ from the Chestnut Spring series, then I can go into this series. I'll just put it on my 2025 TBR just to, because I actually think that I'll actually read this. I'm very excited to get into this series. I've heard really good things about this series, and I know every single one is a single dad, and I love the single dad tropes, so I think I'm gonna love this series. So therefore, I'll put it on my 2025 TBR. The next book is The Words by A. Jade, and I've actually read like some of this, and then I put it down and didn't pick it up. So I'm hoping in 2025 again that it pushed me to read it, and I've had it on my TBR for a really long time, and I just need to get through my TBR. The next book is American Queen by Sierra Simone. Again, picked it up and read a couple of pages multiple times and didn't continue. So again, I'm hoping from putting it on my TBR that it would push me to read it, and I just really want to get into the series. This is the ultimate why choose romance. Like every rec that I've seen on TikTok, this has been on it. Not everyone, but mostly. This is the book that people recommend, so I just really want to get into the series. The next book is God of Malice by Rena Kent. This series, this old world is a big world, so I don't know if to start with God of Malice or start from the start with Cruel Prince, and I think it's their parents. I'm not sure. It's so confusing. So if you read Really Kent's World, let me know where to start because I don't know. But regardless, I want to get to this series. So even if it's starting from this book or Cruel Prince, I think it's called, or Cruel King. Oh, it's called Cruel King, sorry. So either way, if it's starting from this book or Cruel King, I'm going to get to this book because I've heard so many good things about this series, and especially God of Fury. I so badly want to get to that book. So either way, it's either going the easy way or the hard way to this series. Whatever way, just let me know in the comments of what order to read it and what is best because I have no idea. I'm so confused. So again, let me know and go to Malice. The next book is The Maddest Obsession by Daniela Laurie. This is the second book to The Sweetest Oblivion. I've actually read that book, but I forgot what it's about, so I want to reread it. I'll put this on my 2025 TBR because, again, it's continuing the series and I want to take my time, so I want to read them back to back, but not too far apart that I don't remember the first one. So again, I thought that I'll put this on my 2025 TBR to continue a series. Okay, the last book on my 2025 TBR is Saving Six by Chloe Walsh. Yes, I haven't read this yet. I'm so behind in this series. I'm just not ready for the art break. First, before I read this book, I want to go back and read Biding 13 and Keeping 13 because I just want to. I've watched so many videos of people reading it for the first time, so it's making me want to read it again. So I want to read them and then I want to read this, and this is going to be my first read, so that's why it's on here. I don't want to put any rereads on here because I feel that's cheating. So yeah, I want to continue the series, and yeah, I'm sad that you can't get Saving 7, I think it's called, in this cover. I need to get the other covers, but first I want to read this book. So that wasn't the last book. I forgot the books that I haven't got and I want to get. So the first one is The Songbird and the Art of Stone, and that is the third book, like connected book to The Serpent and the Wings of Night. So I think it's a different couple. I think it just came out. Don't hold me to that though. Yeah, I want to get that and continue this series. And then the next one is Promise Me Not, and that's the second book to Say Swear. This book is my favourite romance book ever. It's literally 6 stars. I reread it this year and I love this book, so I'm excited to get the second one. And I'm surprised that I haven't got the second one yet, but I'm just not ready to read it because I'm so scared. So I'm hoping in 2025 I'll get to it, and I'm going to get to it in 2025. So that's why it's on my TBR. The next one is Zodiac Academy. I don't have a book to show you because I don't have the first one. But I have read the first one. I think I read it last year. And then I read like half of the second one. I can't remember. But I know I read the first one. I'm just going to read it again. Reread it again because... Just because... I can't... Actually, I do remember what happened in the first one. But just to get my mind into the series, I want to start the series. And I think 2025 is the perfect year to start Zodiac Academy. I just realised how many big series I want to start in 2025. So I need to get going on finishing series. That should be all the books that I want on my 2025 TBR. Wait, let me count. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay. That is all the books that I'm able to read in 2025 and all the books on my 2025 TBR. So now I'm going to write them down in my book journal and tick them off when I read them. and I'm open to read all of them because I didn't do it this year and I don't feel accomplished, and I want to feel accomplished in 2025. Okay, anyways, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, press the like button down below, and if you want to stick around, press the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.